Jim McLean here. I'm at the Doral Golf Resort in Spa in Miami, Florida. Another unbelievable day here in early February. I actually did a little deal on ball flight when I was back home in Seattle to see my dad in January. Did it on the iPhone, but I thought I'd reshoot it right now. I've had so many phone calls from guys in the PGA recently. The PGA has talked to me on ball flight laws. We've been talking with the TrackMan. I have 5 TrackMan at my different school locations. We've got several of them here at Doral. I think TrackMan's finally verified to a large degree what I've been talking about worldwide since the 1980s. I actually did an article for PGA Magazine in the late 1980s on the importance of club face over the path that the club swings on. And what we were taught in the PGA is basically if you swing from the inside, the ball will start to the right and then hook or go straight or slice. And if you swing to the left, the ball will start to the left and hook, go straight or slice. But of course that doesn't happen. And I think people have starting to catch on, especially with the more modern technology. Now the percentages of how much this club face matters varies according to the loft on the club and to the speed that you swing and to the angle of attack and to a number of other things. The type of golf ball you're hitting, the lie you have. There's a ton of things that vary. So to get an actual law might be impossible actually, based on all of the little ways the club can flex differently. Maybe a 1/10 of a mile an hour faster with your swing speed will change a little bit, and also the lie that the golf ball is on. So if I go at a slower swing speed, it's very easy to see what is happening in the golf swing and why the ball goes in the direction. Now the face is open, the ball is going to go to the right. So we've been teaching that forever. I've been teaching that since the 1970s. That's actually when I from teaching a lot at Westchester Country Club, where I saw high handicappers swinging straight across the ball to the left and then sometimes hitting the ball dead straight over to the right, taking a divot with a driver. And I also had some good players who hit some pull hooks occasionally. So to make this simple, I'm just going to open the club face and make an easy swing. So you can see if I swing to the left, the ball will go to the right. And if I swing to the left with a closed club face, even if I swing over this direction, the ball's going to go to the left. So those are demonstrations I've given to a lot of golf professionals over the year, a lot of teaching pros and a lot of even tour professionals. And it's helped my teaching tremendously over the last 35 years. So as I start to swing harder though, and say swing to the left, the ball now is not going to slice as much, even though I swung the club to the left. So what we're looking at there is what is the actual path of the club when it strikes the ball, and then what is the path of the club head as it comes down in relation to the club face, and also how steep you hit on the golf ball. The steeper your swing is, the more the face angle is going to determine where that ball goes, where it starts and where it goes. Another thing you should know is from a wet lie or from the rough, the ball will pretty much start at close to a right angle to the club face. Now I go on Google sometimes, or we have 90 teachers in our system. I get different emails. We look at things, and there are things on Google right now from top teachers who tell you that the ball is going to start at pretty much at a 90-degree angle to the club face. That's absolutely wrong. They do not understand the ball flight laws, what's really happening. The ball is going to start between the angle of the club face and the path that this club's traveling on, always. It's never going to start exactly on that path except under one condition. If you swing out to the right and your club face is square to that line, it's going to be a push straight to the right. If you swing to the left and the club face is squared to the path, it's going to go straight to the left. But any variance will cause the ball to start somewhere in between and then hook or slice. But the importance of the club face has been way underestimated. So my guess is, like I do in all of my teaching, is there's parameters. With a putter, the ball might start with a very easy stroke and a very flat face at 99% to club face. With a hard swing, with a 5-iron off the grass, it may start closer at sometimes to maybe 60% to 70%, somewhere in there, but not 90%, not 95%. When you're actually outdoors, out playing. Now, some things change when you go indoors off a mat or off a tee and get your conditions just perfect. You can come closer to identifying a narrower set of parameters, but there's always going to be parameters when you look at ball flight. I hope that helps you understand why the ball is going where it does go.